Perfect. Okay, good. So I guess tell us who you are, because I know who you are, but tell the world who you are.
So my name's Shane Mishler. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for SD Tech,
Mhm.
an MSP based out of San Antonio, Texas.
Awesome. And why did you come to Command Your Brands?
So I decided to go with Command Your Brand because we recently franchised our organization and we were looking to build brand awareness at a national level and
Mhm.
potentially international level. And we knew that podcasts were a really good way for us to do that, where it would be a casual introduction to who we are, get to know a little bit more about our company, about our brand, but we didn't really have a strong network of podcast hosts.
Mhm.
So I don't remember how we came across Command Your Brand, but after a couple of conversations, we felt like it was a really good fit having a publicist available that would assist us in finding hosts and shows that were a good reach for us.
Nice. And what was your experience with the onboarding process?
Oh, so my experience with the onboarding process, I remember it was very smooth. I don't remember all of the details. That was a little over a year ago that the onboarding happened, but I
Mhm.
remember they assisted me in prepping for some of the shows, helping me tailor a couple of my stories, and overall, it was just a really smooth process.
Nice. And what value did you receive in your onboarding?
So some of the value that I received from my onboarding with Command Your Brand included making me feel a little bit more confident, getting ready to
Mhm.
be a guest on a variety of podcasts. I knew that I was going to be doing 24 over the course of 6 to 12 months, and that can be a little bit daunting. But having a group behind me that helped raise that confidence level in myself made me feel secure that I had somebody that was going to be standing there in my corner and supporting me, and made it a lot easier.
Nice. And how was your experience working with the PR team?
So I've had a very pleasurable experience working with the PR team. I've had the opportunity to work with several different publicists, work with Jeremy himself. Jeremy assisted me early on, and then there was a variety of publicists available that helped me through planning, organization, giving me a little bit more insight as to what some of the podcasts were about and who their target audience was, which
Mhm.
allowed for me to digest that information and determine how I wanted to adjust my approach and my conversations with these individuals.
Awesome. And how did appearing on podcasts help your messaging?
So appearing on a variety of podcasts over the last year has helped me um, redefine my message
Mhm.
and just reshape it, make it a little bit more clear. I believe that my message today is much more concise and efficient versus what my message was 12 months ago. Ultimately, it has helped me get that message out in front of I don't even know, like 50,000 listeners,
Wow.
viewers. So it's been
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Awesome. And I guess this leads to my next question is what results did the program create in your business?
So the immediate results that it's created um, is a little less tangible. We know that what we're doing, our campaign was just to build brand awareness. And it's
Mhm.
difficult to measure that brand awareness because we're not coming back and surveying people from across the globe. But what I can say is that I have had several people, realistically, probably 20 or 30 individuals reach out to me on LinkedIn who
Mhm.
have come from a variety of those shows. And so it's already helped to create engagement outside of our local area, which is exactly what we've been looking for.
Nice. Awesome. And were there any shows that you felt that like I don't know, I know there's probably some shows that you wanted and some shows that you were on that were like, wow, this is a really good show or was there any shows like that stuck out to you that were like, wow, this was like one of the best shows I ever did or I don't know, just the conversation went so well. Was there any shows like that for you?
So Josh, there were a handful of shows that stood out to me
Yeah.
over this little tour. One of the shows was a show that I almost rejected. When the
Hmm.
publicist brought it to me, the show wasn't in my direct market, and it was kind of like 2 degrees over. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me, but uh, I watched a little bit and I liked their host. And the publicist was able to tell me she said, I really feel like this is an opportunity that you may be overlooking. And I was like, you know what? I haven't had any pushback from your team out of I think at that point it had been like 21 or 22 episodes. And I was like, I'll trust, I'll give it a chance. And that ended up being one of my top three.
Wow.
The hosts were amazing. We were able to talk about how our two different sides of the industry really supported technology overall, and it led to some very different conversation that I think was helpful for the my target audience and really helpful for their target audience. You know, and it's good to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Good. And is there anything else you'd like to communicate in your experience working with Command Your Brands?
So in my experience working with Command Your Brand, I would say that this gave us a great opportunity to to reach an entire new audience of individuals. And while specifically for us it was about building brand awareness,
Mhm.
there's a lot of benefit to going through Command Your Brand and getting this opportunity to work with a lot of different hosts than you may be able to otherwise.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hidden value that you're not going to find from speaking with anybody in your office, anybody from Command Your Brand. And there's a lot of value that you're going to find just from listening to people like myself telling you a little bit about their individual and unique experience, because ultimately it's going to be what you make of it. And that's a big task because
Yeah,
there's a lot that can be done with it.
totally. Okay, good. And then would you recommend Command Your Brands?
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend Command Your Brand for anybody that's looking to either expand their reach or anybody that has an interest in getting in front of a variety of hosts that you may not be able to otherwise. It's been a fantastic experience.
Awesome.